Here, that book that you just picked up, nice lady.
Oh, did I just pick up?
Yeah, maybe we'll do this on another one, but
Wasn't paying attention.
the Andy story.
Oh, you said you were going to read that on stage tonight.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
You also said you're not going to the show tonight, so we'll see what happens.
So 50-50.
I have a lot of different plans over the course of the day. I thought after last night, this morning, you wake up with the fear, and I go, wow, I'm lucky I get out of there without any trouble. So at some point, I went over to their table. I don't know if that's the same people. Some chick just wouldn't shut the fuck up, and I just walked over to her table and sat down beside her and slammed my hand on the. I don't know.
You're
if that's when I called her a cunt.
Yeah.
You did a couple things. Last night there was
one thing, and I want to talk Rouse into doing it tonight because it would be brilliantly funny. Sean Rouse looks so much like Bill Burr on stage. There's no spotlight. There's an overhead light that comes directly down, so you're Halloween lit.
It throws a lot of shadows.
If we were reshooting that opening scene of Nosferatu coming through the window, that's the lighting we would use.
So Sean Rouse looks so much like Bill Burr, and Junior Stopka does an impeccable Bill Burr.
Fuck yes.
And Sean's done this gag before with Bob Biggerstaff, where Sean would play the ventriloquist dummy and just draw lines on his face, so he could be a Bill Burr dummy, and Junior just does the back and forth. You don't have to try not to move your lips or anything. Go, so hey, Bill Burr. Here, give him a mic.
Hold on a second.
I'll go.
Are you understanding it today, Junior?
Hey, I'll be the you voice.
Okay.
So, Bill Burr, what are you doing in Daytona Beach? You here for spring break?
I've just been a puppet. It's great. I get to sit on a lap. It's awesome. It's like, Bill, you want to be a puppet? I'm like, yeah. It's awesome, dude.
Exactly. I just have Sean
Once
move his fucking mouth.
again, no one is doing the ventriloquist part. Or the dummy.
I was doing. I'm sorry. I tried to do Junior. It came out as Bill Burr.
Yeah, do
Junior. I
But
tried
just-
to do Chicago. I can't do it.
Who's the dummy?
Yeah, who's the
Sean
dummy
Rouse
there, dummy?
is the dummy, and he
I
moves his
get it
mouth
now.
for the Bill Burr part. He's doing all the voice.
So,
Junior
why don't
does
we
both voices.
Let's put
got a
someone
lighter?
on Junior's lap, and then you can run through it right now. Basically.
Sean Rouse
look at me.
has to run
Sean Rouse just has to do this.
Exactly. And
Chaille
Sean
moving
Rouse
his
has
mouth.
done this as a gag before when he was, I forget the name of his puppet act with Bob Biggerstaff, and all Sean Rouse did was move his mouth like that.
But every time you said Bob Biggerstaff, he looked at you like, "Who are you talking about?"
I don't know if he was drunk or if he's fucking with me.
No, it was not only that. When they finally got him to do it, Junior would do his part and then hand the mic to Rouse to do the Bill Burr part instead of doing it himself.
If we can get that right tonight. If you can just do 45 seconds of that, I
Okay.
swear that will go viral.
We actually
Because his Bill Burr.
right now.
No, wait a minute.
No.
Hey,
We'll
no,
do it
no,
with
no.
Rouse.
Save it for the stage.
we actually
We'll do
have
it-
a
we'll
dress
do it.
rehearsal before every
we
show,
do?
like an hour before we run through things. So the Christians are going to be, that's going to happen, and then we're going to wait a little bit before the cunt. And
the plant.
And then we're going to close
plant,
with
yeah.
the bum
Plant.
rush.
To our
Andy, we got to get to your. Andy walks in to the hotel, and we meet him down at the bar with Junior yesterday. And he says to Chad, he goes, "You got any weed? Because I've smoked everything else on this trip. I smoked heroin and meth and crack cocaine, but I haven't smoked weed yet."
I didn't actually smoke crack, but I was blacked out when I smoked the other two, and I got confused.
He said, I smoked heroin, but I thought it was something else. I
Yeah.
said, I don't want to fucking crumble your house of cards if you're believing that lie, but what the fuck else would you believe that was?
Andy doesn't know what drug he does till like a week later.
Yeah, I wait for the drug test or the urine test to come back.
Drug recognition expert.
Yeah.
What precipitated you smoking heroin?
That suicide benefit. We stayed at her place, and she had. You want to smoke this, and it's you just follow the smoke down the tin, and it was heroin.
Can you maybe fancy up the. Where are you? You're not at the bar. Like, yeah, flesh this out a bit for us. Do I have to milk your prostate to get this story out of you?
Clearly in a bathroom.
The cool thing about heroin is the stories are in your own head and you don't ever tell them.
All right, I guess let's not mention.
I actually
who-
caught them smoking it, and I came in, and I didn't really had this prepared speech. And
You're
I
not
said,
really a parent figure when you say I caught him smoking
No,
it.
I caught them. I went in there, and they're like, "Junior, what do you want?" And all I said was, "I am the machine." No,
I said this is like Guns N' Roses with 2 Steven Adlers and 1 Axl, but we just trade places each night. But I think me and Rouse are the Steven Adlers on most nights.
Yeah, Junior, the responsible figure on this tour.
Well,
we all jumped in to this swearing
guy.
we're not going to we're just going to let your show be your show. We're not going to try to help.
I could
Not doing
desperately
time.
use help.
Chaille's not going to road manage. Chad's not doing security. And right away, the first night, we're doing all 3 things that we swore. We're just audience members. I'm
If you
fucking
guys
hollering
weren't
at
here, we
people.
wouldn't have had any security. Or
Yeah.
Figler would have been, you know. I mean, we want you to have fun on vacation, and what's more fun to Chad Shank than beating up a fucking Christian? Come on. Have some fun, loosen up. We're here to party.
Damian Figler, I've repeatedly blown off Damian Figler. Unless your weed supplies are low, during the day, he's texted, "Hey, I want to come have some drinks and smoke some weed." And I like, "God, that guy talks a lot. I'm too hungover. I have to wait till it's showtime drinking before I can deal with the Figler."
That guy is definitely more hair trigger than he's as hair trigger as I guess I used to be before I had friends that I felt I represented.
But
It
we
helps
got
me.
we got to see what he
Before
works
you were
at.
a company man.
Yeah.
He works at a
Diplomat.
He works at a rock club that does heavy metal shows. And we got to see what he does. Is he took the guy who went after Rouse by like his neck, and then he just walked him out quickly out the back of the room, and then he stopped, and then that guy's backward momentum, he went and fell on his ass.
what was
He
that about?
checked.
The
I
guy
don't know
just
what that
rushed
one
the
was
stage?
about.
Before this 10 minutes is up, I want to get back to what's your Yelp review on the heroin?
I liked it a lot. It was really relaxing. I have a lot of problems, and it just kind of took them away for a minute.
I'm sold.
I guess we got a sponsor.
I'd like to get more of it, but I don't want to chase
I
it.
did not expect to go on this tour, and the first thing to do is they're smoking heroin.
Us either.
That's night 1.
We was as surprised as you were.
You know, a lot of people that drive around in a $500 car also use heroin.
All the pieces are falling together.
Yeah, I was trying to keep Sean and Shaq on things, and then the first night I'm smoking heroin with
And the
him.
second night you're smoking meth.
No, wasn't it the same night?
It was the same night, I think.
Yeah, that one. I mean, we were a blackout at that point. We would have
Throw
smoked.
that speedball by you, making love like a fool.
We would have
boy.
smoked a hamster if they would have put it in a pipe. We weren't interested in labels. We were just into puffing.
So last night, no hijinks? Because
After that show, I mean, it was just retreat and, take a downer.
yeah, it was that kind of aftermath. There was some group with the guy that's booking it, Peter. They go, there's a great little Irish pub and it's spring break and we don't want to go to a fucking bar with all these fucking hooplehead frat guys.
To be fair, we didn't want to pass the other bar to
Yeah,
get to the
razzles.
bar. Yeah. We didn't even. We saw a crowd, and Stanhope's like, "Let's go." Cut across the
we
street.
did a complete Three Stooges. We let the majority of the group we're walking with get ahead of us, and then we zipped to the left.
Yeah.
Right back to the hotel room.
Yeah, like the fugitive in that Irish parade.
Took some Somanex.
Put a hat on and disappear into the parade.
But I was really happy we went home early.
Good nights for me.
But you went out with Rouse for?
No, Rouse was in the room, but he's hilarious. As I faded out listening to Rouse being hilarious. They're like, "Hey, leave me alone, faggot! I can do this." Yeah, he's a lot.
He's a surly one when he's drinking.
Yeah.
He made it to bed. I don't know how I got to sleep before.
He made it to bed. He made it in the bed, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Made number one.
Did number
Oh,
one.
somebody over at our pool shit in it because it's all blocked. our pool is blocked off, and they said there's feces in it.
That had to be Rouse too.
Yeah.
With somebody in your group.
I'm waiting to
sure.
see Bill Murray in a hazard suit with a squeegee getting it out of there. They said it's going to be 5 hours before we can shit in the pool again.
If I had to guess, if I had to guess, nobody shit in the pool. I would say one of you guys threw shit from your balcony to the pool would be my best
The
guess.
funny thing is, everybody's still sitting around it on sun. They have it roped off, and they're still sunning themselves in the chairs around a pool of failure.
Are you bunking up like in one room, the three of you?
No, I'm in the tattoo parlor
Rouse
room.
are bunked up.
Oh, okay, so you don't. No one has to share a bed that he wets.
No.
No, I was gonna maybe move down there, but I've changed my mind now.
It's great, man. The handicap bathroom is amazing.
I had to wake up on Thursday or no Friday to Ggreg Chaille showing me periscopes I have no memory of standing on a fucking chair and pissing in the sink here in this room. Whee! And I guess I told him to periscope.
That's the not so handicapped
I could-
bathroom.
I could never understand why my wife gets really upset
Bathroom
when
with
I
a
pee in
degree
the
of
sink.
difficulty.
Peeing in the sink is all right. It's got running water. It's actually more sanitary than peeing in a toilet, I think. But it's hard to win that. It's hard to win that battle. It's better to just pee in a cup and dump it in the sink.
There's more germs on your cell phone than the piss
Yeah,
on the sink.
I put
All right.
hand cleaner on my dick.
We'll close on that. All right, it's getting close to sushi time. We'll continue barraging you with these all weekend. Stay tuned.